So, what episode are we introducing tonight, Livingston?
None, sir. You are introducing Soundwaves Xmas for your friend, Dennis Willis.
Oh, Dennis! Such a wonderful lad. We really should have him back on the show again. I was so sorry to have missed him when he joined us on Creature Features with John Stanley. You know, I was tending to some pressing international business at the time.
You were shopping for shoes in Paris.
As I said, pressing business. So, shall I commence with the formalities?
If you must.
Hello and welcome to Soundwaves Xmas. I'm Vincent Van Dole, the host of Creature Features, and joining me as always is my sardonic valet, Mr. Livingston. The odd young lady behind us, who is no doubt making a festive mess of our holiday decorations, would be Tangela. The three of us are all quite heartened and honored to introduce you to Soundwaves Xmas.
Welcome to Soundwaves Xmas, featuring performances from Werner Herzog, The Sam Chase, Pearl Alley, Rabbit Quinn, Matt Jaffe, EllaHarp, PUSH, and introducing Hannah Crane, with special guests Dan Ashley, Michael and Sarah Fronti, Midnight Symphony, Nikki Medoro, Mike No Name Nelson, John Stanley, Vincent Livingston and Tangela from Creature Features, and from the Bone, Baby Huey, and featuring the Soundwaves gang, Dennis Willis, Stephen Kirk, Chasta, Joe McCaffrey, Mira Sauce, Renee and Irish Greg, and me, Peter Finch. And now please welcome our hosts, Dennis Willis and Stephen Kirk.
Wow, nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, not bad, not bad. How you doing, everybody? I'm Dennis Willis from Soundwaves 10 at 10.
And I'm Stephen Kirk from Soundwaves FM, and this is Soundwaves Xmas. Welcome, everybody. See, I told you, having the show at a bar, Longboard Margarita Bar, where alcohol's flowing, the crowd is awesome.
Let's give it up for the Longboard Margarita Bar, just because they hosted us, they're awesome to us, and everybody loves drinking here. Come on.
Longboard Margarita Bar. Thank you.
So for the next 2 hours, we're going to try to entertain you. We're going to try to inspire you. We're going to tell you some stories about some amazing nonprofits doing some incredible stuff. And we are going to have a little music. I mean, it is Soundwaves after all, right?
A little music? No, we're going to have a lot of music. No, there is definitely going to be some great music this year. And we've got a full house today here at the Longboard as well. We've got some great luminaries that are back here in the audience.
We do. Yep. Everybody listens to the radio. You're all familiar with the Bone 107.7, and later on, Chasta is going to be joining us. Let's give it up. Oh, hey!
Here I am. What's up, guys?
Wow.
Can you tell I brought some of my Bonehead family? If
cool.
I could just highlight
Please.
Go ahead, yeah.
The Boneheads are in the house. In fact, you didn't know I was bringing them, but Baby Huey is with us. From the Lamont and Tonelli show, of course, and he's got to represent Bay Area's Green Day because he's their super fan. He thinks he's in the family by now.
Absolutely.
So thank you, my Bonehead family, for coming. Love you guys.
Nice.
Woo!
So much great stuff. We're going to have the Sam Chase on the show this year. We're going to have Matt Jaffe. We're going to have Pearl Alley. Our old friend Suzanne St. John Crane is going to come down and do an incredible bluesy version of I Can't Tell You. I just can't.
No, don't spoil it now. You know, Suzanne, you know her as a host. She's hosted Soundwaves Xmas a handful of times. Many of you know that she does perform with her husband Dave in Pearl Alley, but we finally managed to get the schedule straight so they can be on the show as well, and we couldn't be happier.
Incredible. And she's got a surprise. We're going to see her, and then she's going to bring a surprise, and it's going to melt everybody's hearts, I guarantee. And we pulled no punches for this year's show. This is our 28th year of doing this. So we figure we're going to do it big, right? We've got a satellite team sitting outside Michael Franti's house, and we are going to cut live and talk to him and his wife, Sarah Aga, about their nonprofit. We hope it all works out okay. We're going to do that later on, but who is ready for some music?
Anybody?
Again, we spared no expense. Hosting our exclusive performance stage is Renee and Irish Greg from Renee and Irish Greg's Pop-Up, and we're going to now cut via satellite to what? What do you say?
Our exclusive performance stage.
Well, yeah, our remote exclusive performance stage satellite. Because it's a big.
You mean this room right over here? Is that what you're talking about? You mean over here at the longboard?
Yeah. Put it together for Renee and Irish Greg, everybody.
There they go. Right in here.
That was so much fun. Thanks, you guys. And hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Irish Greg.
And we're from Renee and Irish Greg's Pop-Up Show. And we're so stoked to be here.
Yeah, thank you for having us at Soundwaves Christmas. What a thrill, right?
I had so much fun.
We get to talk about our favorite bands and introduce our favorite music to you guys, but we also get to talk about charities that are near and dear to our heart. And Renee, you actually work for a charity.
I do. I work for a nonprofit music school. It's Blue Bear School of Music, and I've been there about a year now. And it's just a great thing for somebody who lived my life loving music. Mm-hmm. It's amazing to be around people who are learning to play music and learning to improve their musical skills, because as a listener, we want people to be good at what they do.
Sure. Now, you always say that Blue Bear School of Music was the original school of rock, right? Yeah. But it's not necessarily, when you think of school of rock, you think of children, but Blue Bear caters to everybody.
Everybody, yeah. We started mentioning that we are the original school of rock because when the film School of Rock came out, it kind of painted an association that people would understand. So we use that now, but really we teach little ones under the age of 5. That's our Little Bears program. And then we teach kids and teens and adults. So basically from the cradle to the grave, you can play rock and roll.
And you're learning piano.
I am.
How's that going?
It's going very well. Right now I'm just doing scales and making sure my hands move together and getting tempo down. But I did ask to learn to read music.
Oh, dear.
Because I wanted to challenge myself in that way.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to go that far. Like, you could go and say, I just want to play my favorite songs, and the Blue Bear teachers would teach you how to play your favorite songs without you knowing a note.
And I just want to play drums like John Bonham and just whack everything.
They'll
Don't
totally
do
that. Yeah, they'll go, what song? Let's do it, and they'll do it with you until you got it right.
That sounds awesome. Matt Jaffe, our next performer, was a student at Blue Bear, correct?
It is true. Matt took some classes at Blue Bear. We love when people who have taken classes at Blue Bear make good and do good music for other people. Do good music.
That's good.
We're not an English school.
Just music. Just music. We don't speak too good.
We don't speak too good, but we play good music. But yeah, Matt learned and took classes at Blue Bear, and it's a great organization. We're located at Fort Mason, for those who don't know. But we also, one of the things people may not know about Blue Bear is we put our music programming in locations all around San Francisco. We just started a Little Bears program in homeless shelters and family shelters, so that families can bring music into their kids' life and have a little break from the stress that comes with not having a home.
Well, thank you for all the good work you do at Blue Bear School of Music. And let's take a listen to Matt Jaffe.
Yeah.
Oh, you had better swim like you ain't never swum before. Unless you wanna end up lying on the ocean floor. The channel is so windy and the water is so wide. You paddle toward that city under cover of the night. The hurricane's in motion as you're jumping from the jail. The hellhounds of Alcatraz are hot on your tail. They'll follow you through North Beach and way down to Mexico. You're never out of their reach, and it don't matter where you go. Down the Embarcadero, they are following their prey. The straight is getting narrow between you and Judgment Day. Like locomotive lightning riding on the howling wind. The hellhounds of Alcatraz relieve you of your sin. And the mission bells are ringing out upon the open sea. And the angels are singing, but they'll never set you free. Oh, a storm is a-coming, like a doomsday coming down. Their paws are a-drumming, like a tremor through the ground. They're raging up from under, following no common law. Like wicked bolts of thunder, with the justice of their jaws. Like locomotive lightning, riding on the howling wind. The hellhounds of Alcatraz relieve you of your sin. And the mission bells are ringing out upon the open sea. And the angels are singing, but they'll never set you free. Oh! The skies above will darken as you tread into the night. You already hear them barking. Woof! Pretty soon you'll feel them bite. You hear a deathly rumbling as you see the moon eclipse. And San Francisco Bay is nothing but the river Styx. A refugee to heaven, you can't get off the ground. The hellhounds of Alcatraz are dragging you back down.
All right, we are here backstage at Soundwaves Christmas. I'm Joe McCaffrey.
I'm Mira Sauce.
And we're back!
And we're back! Hi!
Oh my God! Oh, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you too. Glad we're here.
We are here, Soundwaves Christmas. We gotta be here. There's no other place to be.
Exactly.
And that was Matt Jaffe, and amazing performance from him.
Amazing.
And we will have more from him in just a moment. But first,
please go visit soundwavestv.com. We've got a lot of bonus performances, and we can't fit everything here all in one night. So please go visit the other performances. And there's some deleted scenes, which should probably be very funny.
Definitely.
Also, every Monday through Thursday, available on demand, we have 10 at 10. And that is hosted by Dennis Willis and Dave Morey.
Dave Morey, actually, he is a throwback. I don't know if you remember, but it's like I listen to his morning show all the time, and hearing his voice again is just so awesome.
I actually do remember. I'm not that young.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say, okay, that you said that. I didn't say it.
I always have this age reference.
You said it. I didn't say it. I was going to say you're super young, but anyways. Thank you. 10 great songs from one great year. Dennis Willis has hosted about 260 of those right now, and it just keeps climbing up. So on demand, Monday through Thursday.
And check out the awesome streaming audio programming such as Renee and Irish Greg's Pop-Up and the Finch Files and Twirl Radio.
Yeah, it's a lot of content, a lot of cool stuff on the website, so definitely go check that out. All right, now you usually see him with his band, Matt Jaffe and the Distractions, but tonight he's good to go solo.
And he's got a great classic for us, big surprise. So we're going to throw it back to Matt Jaffe.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. But she forgot her medication, and she stumbled out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoofprints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking it so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding made of fig, and the blue and silver candles that would just have matched the hair in Grandma's wig. I warned all my friends and neighbors, you better look out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Thanks so much.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, a performance from EllaHarp, Mike No Name Nelson, KGO TV news anchor Dan Ashley, and a special performance from his band PUSH. Stay with us.
Soundwaves Christmas was made possible in part by the generous support of Joshua and Michael Romano, Farmers Insurance, Five Little Monkeys, creative toys for imaginative minds, Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica, your neighborhood bar with a warm and friendly atmosphere, Ben Bernstein Music, Mobile Auto Glass. Order any glasswork over $100 and get an automatic $25 coupon. Rock the Casa, Dumark Photography, Creatures at Large, and Michael Willis Realty, serving the San Francisco Tri-Valley. Special thanks to Francesco's Catering, as well as our production partners, North Bay TV, Star 66 Video, and Pacific Coast Television. Streaming provided by Howl Live.
Hey, what's going on? It's No Name, afternoons on KFOG from 3 to 7. Soundwaves Christmas TV special. How awesome is this? Thanks for watching. And I want to take a quick second and tell you about a great local charity that helps combat hunger right here in the Bay Area. It's called Waste No Food. It's actually an app that was developed by a 12-year-old It's been around for 8 years, so he's a little bit older now. And what it does is it takes wasted food and gets it in the hands of people that are hungry. Believe it or not, restaurants, grocery stores, they waste about a third of all their food. The app basically vets out local charities that feed the hungry and gets the food to them so people get full stomachs and aren't hungry. So maybe you work at a local grocery store, maybe you work at a local restaurant and you want to get involved with Waste No Food. You can get more details at soundwavestv.com. So check it out, and thanks for watching.
Mike No Name Nelson. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant No Name, who comes to you from KFOG. And yeah, Waste No More is a very, very cool nonprofit, and that's the thing. We love shining the light on people like Kieran who are just moving the needle because they go, people are hungry. Let's make an app for that. Restaurants have leftover food. Done. And that's the thing. I mean, there's so many cool things you can do to help somebody in need.
That's one of the things that we're talking about. That's kind of like the whole come together theme that we've got, because it's find a way for you to help other people, whether it is trying to find a charity that you can get involved with or start your own like Kieran did. I mean, it's really a matter of finding a need and filling it. How about a pair of socks?
Right.
You know, which to us seems like a pretty basic thing, but if you're a homeless person and you're wearing the same pair of socks for a week or a month or 6 months or a year, there's all kinds of things that go on with that we don't even think of, but it ends up being a big medical issue for people like that.
Well, I'm glad you actually said that, because one of the other things we talk about on the show, and you just said that there's a lot of things we don't think about. And one of the things we don't think about are what people are going through. You know, we see them, we go, hey, how you doing, Bob? You know, how are the kids? But we don't stop to think, because we're not privy to their lives, what's going on. That's why the subject of mental health is a really important one in entering the conversation.
Absolutely. You know, and a lot of people, they say that, well, depression is a real issue over the holidays and stuff. And statistically speaking, maybe not as much, but there's more of a light that's shown on it then. So if somebody is having a hard time over the holidays or any time throughout the year, and see, that's one of the things with Soundwaves Christmas. So let me just say this for a second, because we shine a light at Christmas time during the holidays. You know, we want kids to have toys under the tree. That's a big thing for me. So that's why, you know, we have firefighter Santa come down here and all that. But the need is there year round. It's important to be able to be there for your neighbor, to come together to help people all year round. And it's great that we take this time of the year to kind of laser focus in on it. But what we hope that you take away from all of this is people need help, not just today, not just tomorrow, but all year long. And so it's not after on December 26th, you can just go on with your merry life, because maybe you do, maybe I do, but everybody else, maybe they don't.
We've been touched by this personally on this show. We've lost members of our Soundwaves family to suicide. And we've all been touched by this. And our good friend Brian Copeland at KGO, comedian, funny guy. But the thing is, Brian has been touched by depression as well. He had his own struggles, and he's done something incredible to change the conversation. He turned his experiences with grief and depression into a one-man play called The Waiting Period that he performed for free all year long. He launched a GoFundMe page, and he basically raised enough money so he could just do it, and people could spot those signs. People came up to him and said, I never thought of that. That's amazing. And I was able to identify that behavior in my brother or husband or somebody. So give it up for Brian, everybody, for changing the conversation and calling attention to something so important, you know?
And one of the great things about what Brian has done as well, I mean, he's got the one-man show. He puts that performance out there. So, yes, for the people that go see his performance and can be affected by it, that's great. But he's also written a book.
Right.
And while a lot of people might take an opportunity to create a book and then turn around and sell it to make money, Brian gives his book up for free.
Yeah.
You can actually go to briancopeland.com. His book is available, and all you need to do is pay for postage.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You get the book for free. All you got to do is pay for postage, and that way you can learn from him, learn from his experiences. And it's a great opportunity, thanks to Brian, to be able to really kind of peel back the layers a little bit to find out what makes this sort of stuff happen, how it ticks, and what you can do to help people.
Well, if you go to soundwavestv.com, all the links are going to be there. Just look for Brian's name. There's going to be a video from last year's Christmas show with him detailing his own experiences, and there'll be a link to where you can get a copy of his book, The Waiting Period. And again, give it up for Brian Copeland for doing that, because what an amazing thing. And with that, we're going to throw it backstage. Joe and Mira have some more cool stuff for us, guys. Take it away.
Thank you, guys, and welcome to Soundwaves Christmas. I just want to talk a little bit about what you just saw. It is very important at this time of year to look at the support that you have around you. Family's not always blood. It's just being there in general, you know, and I think it's very important. It's been very sensitive the last couple of months, or the last couple of years for a lot of people.
Oh, 100%. You know, that's the thing, is this time of year is a very sad time of year for some people. So, you know, you're not always going to see, you know, telltale signs. There'd be, you know, it could be very subtle. So, you know, everyone out there, watch out for each other, take care of each other. It's, you know, it's important, especially this time of year.
Especially this time of year.
All right. Now, EllaHarp is going to be coming up. But before we get into that, coming up, a special VR interview with Midnight Symphony. We also have a special acoustic performance from the Sam Chase.
Yes.
And he'll be world premiering a new song right here tonight.
I can't wait to hear that Sam Chase. I can't wait to hear this.
The Sam Chase.
Yeah, the Sam Chase.
The Sam Chase.
Are we doing semantics?
And it's a holiday season, so we're going to be sending Chasta out to buy some toys, and you're not going to want to miss who's going to receive those toys. All right, so coming up next, we're going to perform...
Sam Chase. I just want to make sure that I've got this correct now. I got it.
You are on it. Oh, shake that rust off.
That's right. Hey, Joe, when you think of badass instruments, you think of like the guitar, the bass,
of course.
Maybe, the big
drums,
ones.
Yeah,
the drums.
Yeah,
Do you think of the harp?
Not until today.
Not until today. Not until today. This woman is phenomenal. EllaHarp is coming up with Dirty Money. You're going to be amazed.
Check it out.
You keep taking from me. But if you take all the money, the vault will go empty. Go on, tell me you tried. But if you take all the water, the wells are gonna go dry. And I don't need just the way that you live. I can't fix all your problems, there's nothing else left to give. You can't see what you've done. And even if you buy all your treasure, you still can't carry none. And I don't need your dirty money, don't need your dirty fur. Rolling me out the door. And I don't need your dirty money, don't need your dirty fur. And I don't need your holy stain, rolling me out the door. Rolling me out the door. Rolling me out the door.
If you missed any portion of Soundwaves Christmas, please visit our website at soundwavestv.com. You can check out the entire show as well as watch and share bonus performances from all of our musical guests, extended clips, and exclusive content. Welcome back to Soundwaves Christmas. We have a very special guest. We're joined by my 11-year-old son, Daniel Willis. Give it up.
Hi. Hi, Daniel. So Daniel, how many years have you been doing Soundwaves Christmas now?
11 now.
And how old are you?
I'm 11.
Oh, look at that. He's been at it longer than your dad has as far as your lifetime and everything. You've had a full lifetime experience of doing Soundwaves Christmas. Congratulations.
Technically, before that, actually, because you appeared on the show when your mom was pregnant still.
So 12 years.
12 years, kind of. Yeah. Depending on how you count that sort of thing. Yeah, so you're a lifer. You're in for the rest of your life. I'm just going to tell you right now, so... But there's a very important reason why you're in this segment. We always try to figure out a way to get you on the show, but this year we actually have a legitimate reason because this is really, really cool. So our good friend Dan Ashley, you know Dan Ashley.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Dan is, the most trusted newscaster in all of San Francisco, but he does this very, very cool thing, and I'd love to just tell you all about it, but,
Well, what about the shirt and everything? Are we
we're going to get to that.
Oh,
we're
okay.
Get to that.
Don't look at it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
That's right. Yeah, don't look. But anyway, so we are actually, as opposed to getting into all the details ourselves about Dan's really awesome charity, why not go to the man himself? We're going to go live to the set with Dan Ashley to find out all about Rock the Casa. Take a look, everybody.
Hi, Dennis. Hi, Steve. Guys, great to be with you once again on Soundwaves Christmas. I'm so proud to be a part of this program every year. It does such wonderful things in this community around the holidays, and I commend you on such hard work. I know, because I know both of you guys well, that this is a labor of love, and it's a lot of work to put this together every year. So I commend you on doing it year in and year out for these many years. Proud to be back on the show. I'm also really happy to tell you about my Rock the Casa Foundation and the upcoming show. Thanks a lot for talking about it. You guys have always been so generous about that. This is my nonprofit charity that I started a few years ago to support underserved children in need. I produce a big concert every year in Walnut Creek. Last year's headliner was Cheap Trick. This year's headliner, March 3rd, at the Lesher Center in Walnut Creek. None other than Melissa Etheridge. So it's going to be a fantastic show. We're going to help a bunch of kids at the same time. Rockthecasa.org. rockthecasa.org is where you can go for tickets. Just a few minutes, we're going to show you a performance from my band PUSH at the last Rock the Casa event with Cheap Trick, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let me just once again thank you guys for what you're doing with Soundwaves Christmas, really supporting the community, raising money, raising awareness, and doing some really nice things. So glad to be back on with you again this year, and all my best. Happy holidays, fellas. I'll send it back to you.
Dan Ashley, everybody. A great guy, a great charity. He's always been a big part of Soundwaves Christmas. For the past handful of years, he's been there for us. And not only was he there for us for Soundwaves Christmas, but he also kind of helped us out with his, because actually it was, what, 3 years ago now?
It was, I think 3 years ago, yeah.
When we got to see Eddie Money.
Yes, that
which was awesome
epic.
at his. So there's Epic and then there's Epic, because not only did we get to see Eddie Money a couple of years ago, Daniel, who did we get to see last year?
Oh, definitely Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick, yeah.
So you already heard Melissa Etheridge is playing the next one, but Cheap Trick was pretty epic and awesome, and the reason for that is because we all went to go see. Now you love Cheap Trick. I love Cheap Trick. Your son's first concert was Cheap Trick.
Absolutely.
So, and you had already been to a few shows, but you're like, I want to go see Cheap Trick. So we went to go see Cheap Trick, Heart, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. And when we arrived, Cheap Trick was half done with their set.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh.
That's what I said.
Right? And then we found out that Cheap Trick was playing Rock the Casa, and we said, Dan, we'd love to bring Daniel to see it. And he's like, no problem. And he got us in, and it was amazing. And the Cheap Trick was right there as opposed to 40 miles away with no screens, right? We got to see them right there. And how was the show?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I love the music.
Yeah, it was really cool. What's your favorite Cheap Trick song?
I think I like Dream Police.
Fine choice.
A fine choice. Well done.
Yeah.
You even got your Cheap Trick shirt on there. Look at that.
Look at this.
The boys representing.
Look,
nice.
I got to say, every year he shows up wearing a Soundwave shirt. I guess I could let the Cheap Trick shirt pass this time. I understand your love of...
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. What
you got? What you got? Oh, hey.
Oh, look at that. Oh, you guys got the Soundwave shirt on as well.
Awesome. You know what that means?
What?
That means you get to introduce the next band.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, PUSH.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, KGO Radio's Nikki Medoro. A performance by Rabbit Quinn. A special 360 VR appearance by Midnight Symphony. And an exclusive appearance from Michael and Sarah Franti. Don't touch that dial.
Soundwaves Christmas was made possible in part by the generous support of Joshua and Michael Romano, Farmers Insurance, Five Little Monkeys, creative toys for imaginative minds, Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica, your neighborhood bar with a warm and friendly atmosphere, Ben Bernstein Music, Mobile Auto Glass. Order any glasswork over $100 and get an automatic $25 coupon. Rock the Casa, Dumark Photography, Creatures at Large, and Michael Willis Realty, serving the San Francisco Tri-Valley. Special thanks to Francesco's Catering, as well as our production partners, North Bay TV, Star 66 Video, and Pacific Coast Television. Streaming provided by Howl Live.
How you doing, everybody?
Yeah!
Welcome back to Soundwaves Christmas. I'm Stephen Kirk, and I am here with my old brother here, Joe McCaffrey. Joey Mac, good to see you. Good to work with you.
Exactly. I'm glad you were able to pry me back from the backstage and be able to get me up front and shine with you for a moment.
Had to get him to put his drink down for a second. Don't worry, you'll be able to go back in a minute.
Hurry, come on. 1 o'clock here.
Yes, let's move it along, shall we?
Yeah, let's move it. Come
so,
on.
Joe, last year, I took on a very significant role in the show.
You did.
If you recall. I was the ghost of wasted Christmas presents. Because we were talking about how the stupid, insane amount of money that is spent on Christmas every year. And not that Christmas isn't a wonderful time, season of giving and all that sort of stuff, but that's not really the point. The point is to be able to take that money, use it wisely, and do things other than just buy you a golf towel.
Exactly.
You know?
No, there's so many wasted presents, so much garbage that's out there that people purchase as gag gifts or this or that, and it's just flushing money down the drain. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you go to a place like, I won't name any stores like Target or Kmart or anything like that, but you...
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. But you go to a place like that, and they've got the little section set up where the, gifts, $20 and under kind of thing is stocking stuffer kind of stuff. And it's all crap, and it's all stuff that you will get that you will go, and you just forget it. Or you rewrap it and give it to somebody else or something like that.
Garage sale pile, donation.
Yeah, there's nothing. And it really is a matter of we've got to come up with the buy less crap. That's the whole idea. That's
buy
what we
less,
do.
give more.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, too, I mean, we're not just making this stuff up. There are some hard numbers that are associated with the amount of money that's wasted every year.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that true?
You guys, I was just actually reading some facts and figures. I'm here for the facts and figures, you guys. $600 billion on gifts during the holiday. Did you get the number? $600 billion.
Billion with a B.
Billion with a B. $730 an average consumer buys for Christmas. Is that ridiculous? Am I the only person that thinks that's just disgusting?
That is horrible, and I'm cheap, apparently.
You're like, I am nowhere near that number.
Yeah, Joe, you got about $729 more to spend on my gift.
Because I've been listening to our mantra, buy less and give more.
Right.
I'm not cheap.
See, when I was a little girl, we didn't have a ton of money. And so my mom had to get creative. And so every year she would buy us a big version of whatever our favorite food was. Mine is pickles. So whenever we grew up and she had a little bit more money, then now we still to this day, as adults, get pickles. I get pickles. My brother gets ding-dongs, so because he loves ding-dongs. Okay. You can do with that whatever you want to. But yeah.
Pickles and ding-dongs?
So now, so in the light of buy less crap, our rule is the 4-gift rule. So it's very easy to remember. Here it is. You buy something you want, you buy something you need, you buy something to wear, and buy something to read. Right?
I like that. That is great.
That's awesome.
I might have seen it on Pinterest, but I'm owning it. So it's mine. It's mine, and you're welcome.
That's right. You've seen it on TV now. It's official. It's got a trademark and everything.
Whoever came up with it, don't sue me. Basically, yeah. So I'm
all
about
trademark. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So I'm all about the buy less crap.
Absolutely. That's a good note to end on, kids. You know what we're going to do? Renee and Irish Greg, we're going to go over there. We're going to listen to some music. But we're also going to find out, now, Irish Greg has been a very busy guy this year, and it's not just because of his broadcasting. It's not just because of his Renee and Irish Greg's pop-up. He's had something else going on all year long, and we're going to find out about that right now. So we're going to head over right now to Renee and Irish Greg.
The concept of buy less crap and don't buy meaningless gifts for the holidays.
I totally agree. I thought you were going to say I love the concept of people applauding us.
Oh yeah, that too. That's pretty nice. I'm Renee.
And I'm Irish Greg, and we're thrilled to be part of Soundwaves Christmas.
And part of what we're doing today is talking about things that you don't need to spend money on for the holidays. I mean, this has been a very hard year for people in the Bay Area with the fires that happened. Mm-hmm. And it's a good time to give to organizations that are helping out. And I know air quality was a huge issue and has been for a while. And that kind of plays into what you've been doing for the past year with your marathon.
Yeah, I'm doing this. It sounds a little crazy, and I guess it is crazy.
It is.
I'm running a marathon every week in 2017, so I'm nearly done. Yay!
So I have to ask first, when I heard you were doing a marathon a week, I was like, oh great, he's going to run those miles over the week.
Yeah,
but no, it's one marathon.
It's one continuous marathon every week. So the long story, I'll try and make the long story short. I smoked, as you know, forever. I smoked a pack a day for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And 10 years ago, I'd had enough. I was sick of being sick. You know, I know it's a cliche. So I quit smoking, and it was kind of an addiction transfer. I stopped smoking.
And started
running. Well, first of all, I started walking. It's baby steps. Don't go crazy. Started walking, and then I started running, and then I kind of secretly entered a half marathon, and then I ran in a marathon, and then I got really into it, and then I got into bike racing. So last year, I joined the board of Breathe California Golden Gate Partnership, which is a clean air and lung health advocacy group. And we also advocate for smoking cessation. We help people give up smoking. So I thought at the time when I was between jobs that why not run a marathon every week for the next year to get some attention for us. So once you kind of put it out there on social media and media in general, the newspapers and television and radio have been really supportive. You kind of have to do it. So I started the first weekend of January, and we're nearly done.
I can't even believe it. How has your body felt each week? Like the first one, how did you feel after
that first one? Was okay, but the only way to train for this is to train for one and then just keep going. So because if you were to train as intensely as this is, you're just going to wear yourself out. So the first one was fine. The second one was a little less fine. The third one, like 3 through 8, were really hard.
Oh, wow.
And I was getting sorer and sorer. And then gradually your body starts getting used to it and your body gets stronger. Wow. And then I plateaued through most of the summer. And then through the fall till now, there's little aches and pains, but enough that I can manage. And if I have to crawl till the finish line the last week of December, I will.
Well, we'll be right there with you.
Thank
you. I just can't believe you're doing it. Thank you for doing it.
No worries.
Are you going to make any totally crazy promises like this for next year?
I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, here's Rabbit Quinn, everybody.
Very nice.
This is one of my favorite Christmassy songs, and I want to share it with you. If you know the words, please sing. It's coming on Christmas, you know, they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here, you know, it stays pretty green. Gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. You tried hard to help me, now he put me at ease. Loved me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, you know, I'm selfish and I'm sad, and I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. Wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas, you know, they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Wow, what a performance by Rabbit Quinn.
That was amazing.
Man, she has some pipes on her.
That woman has some lungs.
Oh, Lordy. Performances like that, we have more coming down the pipe. And also, remember, go to soundwavestv.com and you can check out stuff that's been going on behind the scenes. You know, we have 2 stages. Can't show all the performances at one time. So, hey, backstage, you'll be able to see. You're like in the VIP when you go to soundwavestv.com. You can check it all out there.
That's right, and SoundwavesTV.com is also home of Soundwaves 10 at 10, which is hosted by Dennis Willis and Dave Morey. And this is 10 great songs from one great year. And it is hosted every Monday through Thursday on demand. So you can go anytime, which is awesome. Also, check out Renee and Irish Greg's pop-up, The Finch Files, and Twirl Radio.
And you can check all that out on soundwavestv.com.
Yes.
Now we're going to get to our next segment, and the next segment's about VR. You're familiar with VR, right?
VR. Vegetables, red.
Virtual reality. You know, remember, you ever see these things before?
I get to do this.
Yeah, you see these things before? You are going to experience VR right here in front of everyone.
All right, pass it over. What am I doing?
Put it on. All right, tune it in. Focus it up.
Hold on, how's my hair? What is
You look...
Oh my God! What am I doing?
That is VR. Anyways, our next segment, we're going to send it out to Dennis, who's out front at the longboard. And he's got some guys with him, Midnight Symphony, and they are doing some groundbreaking work with VR and their new video. And he's going to talk to them all about it. Dennis, take it away.
See, you just saw Mira's reaction to virtual reality, to putting that VR helmet on, which is kind of hilarious if you've never done it. Now, we've had a lot of bands on Soundwaves over the years when we played music videos, and there's a lot of music videos that have come through Soundwaves that we could not play on TV for various reasons. We can't play your music video on TV because it doesn't go on TV, not because of the content. We're with Midnight Symphony, everybody. Put your hands together for this band. They're amazing. And the reason why you can't see the music video on TV is because it was shot in 360 virtual reality. This has got to be like the first time in music history, right? We're talking with Janne and the members of Midnight Symphony. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
So tell us about the video. This is crazy.
Yeah, so we shot this at the rehearsal studio the other day with the VR cameras. And it's only one take.
One take?
Yeah.
Wow. So if somebody's standing there with their helmet on and they're listening to the music and it sounds amazing, they could stand and walk around in a circle like they're standing right in the middle of you guys.
Yeah, like if you don't want to watch me playing, that's fine. Just watch Sarah or AR.
And by the way, we're shooting this sequence in virtual reality. So you could go to soundwavestv.com, and you're probably seeing my finger right there in your face, and check it out. You got to have the helmet on, but or some sort of VR apparatus. But yeah, so this sequence is the same technology as the video. That is so cool.
That's amazing. So Midnight Symphony, if people aren't familiar with your band, what is your sound like? Explain a little bit about your band, maybe influences or something like that.
Yeah, so we are symphonic metal with a lot of electronic elements.
That's cool. Who are your influences, would you say?
I would say Nightwish, Epica.
Yes. Oh, I love
We
it.
have been compared to Delane and the Birthday Massacre before.
Okay.
But our influence really span a lot of different genres.
So what made you to decide to do this kind of trippy video?
That was all Yana.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we have a music video for every single one of our songs that we release, and Yana does all of them. He films them, edits them, and yeah, everything that we do comes from the band.
That's great.
Itself, yeah.
Now your name was AR?
Yes, AR.
AR, I love it. So who does what in the band?
Well, I do marketing. I'm an artist development specialist
Okay.
and promotional stuff.
Okay.
And then Sarah is an amazing artist, and she does all of our designs and logos, and for merchandise or anything else we need in
So you
our
guys are
lyric
like a
videos.
one-stop shop band
Yes.
/ brand marketing
Well, it's the
extraordinaire.
21st century.
Right? You have to
be.
do it all.
Right. That's amazing.
That's what's amazing now with the way the music industry is, and we all know that.
Yeah,
You can DIY your way into success, and you're doing that. So
And
that's
not only
fantastic.
that, but dare I say, I mean, your stuff looks amazing. It sounds amazing. You don't need $1 million studio to pull off what you're pulling off with technology and the sound and the vision. Because let's face it, this project has a huge vision. And I just want to kind of circle back to where we started. The reason, if you saw How Live, we were on How Live earlier. Janne is a co-creator of that site. That's not the reason why you're here. It's like, we're not sucking up to you. This is incredible.
This is really cool.
But you and I came to each other through video and working together in the trenches and shooting stuff, and we were involved with J7 Studios where we shot last year, and all of a sudden you came up and said, yeah, I'm my band, and we're, well, what band? And he goes, oh, we're really good. I can't use the language that you used, but you were emphatically telling me how awesome your band was, and in fact it was.
Yeah,
So,
I think we first met like a year and a half
Maybe,
ago, and I
maybe.
was here last year.
You directed
Yes.
this show last year. Yeah.
That was fun. That's
very
really
cool. Well, we wish you nothing but the best. Tell us how we can watch this video and where we can find all your stuff.
So go to our YouTube channel or Facebook page or our homepage at midnightsymphony.com.
Amazing, amazing. Give it up for Midnight Symphony, everybody. And we will be back. If you missed any portion of Soundwaves Christmas, please visit our website at soundwavestv.com. You can check out the entire show as well as watch and share bonus performances from all of our musical guests, extended clips, and exclusive content.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, Chasta goes toy shopping. And we'll have a live appearance from Michael and Sarah Franti and a performance from Pearl Alley. Stay with us.